Looks like the range is pretty packed too.
Yeah, that's where we'll be heading again. So, Mr. Chambers, over the course of our lesson series, I've given you a couple things to work on after each lesson. So I just kind of want to reiterate those. We'll go through, kind of talk about what you did, because I know you got out to practice after each lesson, which is great. We love that, especially here in the winter when it's cold. Got some nice weather, thank God, finally, and I know you've been out to practice the last 2 days. So to start, the first lesson, we worked on irons, things like that. Really worked on keeping that left arm straight through the backswing, shortening our arc length, so we have a little bit more control, can keep our arms more connected to our body. We're not kind of flipping through.
Right.
And then obviously we did a small grip change by strengthening your left hand. So kind of just tell me, we went through, kind of did a practice thing, worked on those things, kind of working on hitting like 80% golf shots. When you went out to the range, did you continue to work on those things? Did you get anyone to video your swing, see kind of those things and how they're progressing as you're working on them?
Didn't get a video, but I certainly did go out and work on it. Computer assisted down there at the range, which is fantastic. So I got to see my direction, my distance, and continued to watch myself and take my time working through that swing. And then as I finished, I was starting to work on finishing better, because I think that's also a problem. So definitely felt a lot better. The grip, doing the 80% swings was fantastic, and I seem to be hitting the ball more consistently than I have.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So obviously working into the second lesson, we worked on the driver, longer club, really working on 85% swings, because we tend to get a little too long in the golf swing. Kind of working on those things. We did one drill, asked you to go out and do, call it the fairway drill. You pick 2 target lines, you hit 10 golf balls, and you see how many you hit down the fairway. I know you said the driver was your best club. We kind of tweaked a couple things. Hopefully that drill went well. Tell me a little bit about that, and how many out of those 10 balls did you find on that fairway?
I think in the beginning, when I tried that, I was about probably 6 or 7 for 10. And as I continued to work through that progression and make sure I concentrated on my swing and my arm, I definitely was pushing the 9 or 10 for 10 area. Definitely yesterday, the 9 or 10 for 10 was for sure.
Yeah, that's exceptional. And then obviously working into one thing, we working into putting today. Gave you a little homework to do before we did putting. Told you to go out, hit a bunch of putts from 6 feet, however many you make out of 20, out of 15, however many you got to do that day. Please kind of elaborate on that and what you kind of build into that. Obviously, building into the drills we worked in today with the 6-footer here. I know you got about 15 out of 20 from 6 foot here, which is great. That's higher than the tour average, which is really, really exciting. So then talking into what you got into before we came here, did you get around 10 or were we more higher?
We were about 10, pretty close to it. Continued to work and try different things. My speed control was probably the bigger thing I needed to work on. My direction was fantastic, but I say fantastic, but my speed or my distance was my bigger thing. This drill here was wonderful and definitely works on my speed.
Perfect. Well, obviously we've had a lot of practice over the last 3 weeks in the off season. We're going to go continue to work on another practice thing here, kind of have some more fun, maybe get out and play a few here in the coming days. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you got that practice in.
Appreciate it. Thank you.